A man with his dinner I just cooked, bro. Take a good look. Welcome to another video with Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom. This is Brother Howard of GMS Toronto coming back with another one. And you know what? I can't even say I'm surprised. Even with all the videos that we do, we warn brothers, we let brothers know what to look out for. But the bar for the black man, the so-called black, Latino, Native American man, is so low. Right? I really can't say this for the Latino, because the Latino man, when he's in a relationship, he understands that the woman is going to serve him. So I really can't even say the Latino man, right? It's really you so-called black men that fit this bill. The bar for you is so low when it comes to women, because in our community, our so-called community, right, that broken, dysfunctional situation that we have going on where women have now been placed above the man, you think that this is normal, right? This young lady, right? Shout out to her and her business, but she's not a wife. This young lady is not a wife, right? Young women, first of all, shouldn't even be dressed like this. And you guys are gawking over her. You're singing her praises for cooking. For cooking. That's how low the bar is for you so-called black men. That's how low. Your requirements of a woman, or what makes you look at a woman like she's a catch, is because she cooks. If a woman doesn't know how to cook, yes, that should be a red flag, right? But a woman can learn how to cook. And just because a woman knows how to cook doesn't mean that she's cooking the right thing, and doesn't mean that she's a wife. This young lady is exposing herself, exposing her body, and then really and truly, she's not even really cooking anything righteous. Am I saying there's anything wrong with what we have on the plate here? No, of course not. It's not every day brothers are going to eat healthy. But as a woman, you're supposed to be a nurturer. What does that mean? That means that you're supposed to be a nurse. What does that mean? That means that you're supposed to be a nutritionist, right? Nurturer, nutrition, nurse, these things all go together, right? They all have similarities. And that's what the woman is supposed to represent. The woman is supposed to know how to mix certain herbs together and understand that this helps with joint pain, or this helps with muscle pain, but it's all supposed to be, she's supposed to use the herbs. The foods that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American men eat today, they cause weight gain and obesity, right? All you got to do is go look over there in America, right? In America, you are some of the fattest people on the planet, especially you black women. You black women are actually more out of shape than the so-called black men, right? You have diabetes, right? And that diabetes happens when the blood glucose levels are too high. And that happens to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in the morning, because you might cook a meal that has too much sugar. Then you might go into the afternoon, you might have a soft drink, right? Which is pop, Coca-Cola, all the madness, spike your blood sugar. Again, your blood sugar is already spiked from the morning, where you probably had pancakes and syrup and, orange juice with too much sugar, or apple juice with too much sugar. So your blood sugar is already spiked, right? Some of you people, for breakfast, you have Starbucks, and a lot of these Starbucks drinks have way too much sugar. Then you go to dinner and you might have something else. So that means for the whole day, your blood sugar has always been spiked. And you do that day after day after day. And what could living like that lead to? Heart disease, right? That's why we suffer from these things, right? High blood cholesterol, And these are the things that we suffer from, right? And now so-called black people are getting what? Cancer. Now we're starting to get cancer. You see them doing, advertisement. Oh, cancer is the enemy. No, cancer is not the enemy. Too much blood, too much sugar consumption is the enemy, right? It also leads to tooth decay, cavities, and these are the things that are destroying us as a people. And then your kids go to school, your kids can't concentrate, your kids can't learn. How can they learn when that's their diet? How could they learn if they have a cavity? How could they learn if they have tooth decay? Right? These things lead to acne. You people are, oh yeah, acne is normal. Da, 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 da. Yes, acne might occur, but guess what? There's a way to fix it. Right? You fix these things by not consuming so much sugar and not consuming so much salt and not consuming so much fried foods. But everything that I'm mentioning is normal in our community. And then when these things lead to inflammation, right, which is arthritis, right, psoriasis, different bowel diseases, these are the things that have been plaguing our community for the longest. But guess what? This is a part of the curses. All right, when you go into Deuteronomy 28, 15 on down, you read the curses that our people would go through, and eating bad food is a part of it, because the food that we now praise in this society is some of the worst foods on the planet, right? We praise chitlins, we praise chicken foot, cow tongue, right? The things that we eat as a people, we don't even understand that's some of the nastiest shit in the world. And now we've gotten addicted to salt. We've gotten addicted to sugar. We've gotten addicted to fried food. And even when we fry the food, we're using bad oil. And the oil is now toxic. The oil is now killing us. Now, this is Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, and it reads, "And God, his name is Yahweh, said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat," right? So what should we be consuming a lot? We should be consuming a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, a lot of water, right? Whatever the earth giveth, right? And it's talking about seeds. Nowadays, in this day and age, we have something known as seedless grapes, seedless watermelons, and so on and so forth. Guess what? Those things are all GMO. They're genetically modified. And those things they're not good. Now, this is the word nurture. Nurture. Let's get the etymology. This is Edom Online. And it means upbringing, the act or responsibility of rearing a child. Okay. So that's what makes a wife, right? A woman is supposed to be a nurturer. Okay. And it says also breeding, right? Manners. Come on. Is this manners? Does this look like manners? Let's rewind. Come on. Is that manners? You know why that's not manners? Because that's not the way that a young lady should be dressed, right? She's promoting herself as a prostitute. I'm not saying she is a prostitute. I'm saying that's the way that she's promoting herself, right? Back in the day, this would be a simple thing to to understand. A woman dressed like this, you would automatically say she's a prostitute. It's in today's day where people think that it's okay for women to go outside in lingerie. It's okay for women to go outside in see-through clothing. It's okay for women to lift up their underwear so you can see their underwear, to where you can see their buttocks. Those things were all dress codes of prostitutes, right? Tattoos on your breasts, nose rings. And when I say nose rings, I'm talking about the bull horns. See, this young lady has a bullhorn, if you could see it. I don't know, right? She has a bullhorn in her nose, right? This is the attire or the clothing or the dress of a prostitute. This is how prostitutes would dress, right? But because this has become normalized in the society, we think that this is normal, that a woman should dress like this, that a woman's cleavage should be shown, right? And she should be half naked. So let's go back to the word. It says courtesy, right? From Old French. Food, nourishment, education, training, a nursing, right? So that's what I'm saying. The word nurture, nurse, right? Nutrition, they're all the same thing. Suckling, right? Because these women, they're the first ones to feed the child, first within the womb through the umbilical cord. So what a woman eats automatically affects the child, right? So if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you know we're not supposed to eat pork, we're not supposed to eat shellfish, right? And so on and so forth. There's certain things we can eat, there's certain things we cannot eat. So if you have a woman that eats pork and she has your baby within her, well, guess what? She's feeding your child pork. And what do we see on top of her potato, right? The potato, the cheese, the sour cream. Yeah, that all looks good. But what's on top of it? Pork or bacon. Right? So it says suckling, to nourish. See? It says see nourish, right? So we're going to go to nourish as nourishment, food. This is the word nourish, to supply with food and drink, right? But you men have such a low bar of women because you don't understand the role of yourself. As a man, you represent nourishment as well on a spiritual level. You're supposed to nourish your household, your woman, your family with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you have been fed from the Most High, right? The Most High feeds us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We sup with the Most High. And then you and your family, you sup with you giving that nourishment on a spiritual level. On a carnal level, right? That job is for the woman, right? The woman is the one that's supposed to put all the herbs together, right? Whether it be cinnamon, whether it be nutmeg, whether it be fennel Greek, whether it be sea salt, whether it be almond butter, right? She's the one that's going to know, what is this going to do for my family? I'm not just feeding my family for my family to be full, right? Because you have something known as empty calories, which the majority of the world, they eat empty calories because nothing that you're eating is actually serving you. Nothing that you're eating is actually nourishing you, right? And when we eat, it's supposed to be for nourishment, right? So to supply with food and drink, meaning that not just any drink, right? The majority of the world drinks soda, drinks pop. That's what the majority of the world drinks, right? You go to the majority of these fast food restaurants, right? And they give you a kiddie meal and all of this. They're going to ask you, hey, what pop do you want? Or what drink do you want? And that drink is packed with sugar, right? It says feed, to bring up, nurture, promote the growth or development of a young child, young animal, a feeling, raise, bring up, foster, provide, support, preserve, literally, she who gives suck, right? With feminine agent, of course, because that's a woman's role. It's the woman's role to give suck, right? She's the one with the breast. She's the one that first supplies the child with food through the umbilical cord and then through the breast, right? The children are literally connected to her. Literally. She is the food source. She was the food source from you as the man impregnated her. Because when you impregnated her, the sperm went straight to the egg for nourishment from the woman, right? So from the beginning, the child has been nourishing on the woman. So it's important for her to feed the child what promotes proper development of the brain, right? Of the hair, right? Of the skin cells, and so on and so forth. But the foods that we eat today doesn't promote that. It promotes high blood pressure. It promotes kidney problems, heart disease, right? Sleep disturbances, right? Don't you know that when you eat too much salt before, let's say you're gonna go to bed, and you eat too much salt, you're gonna have a bad night's sleep. You're gonna be restless, right? That's what consuming too much salt does. So we got to know what it is that we're doing. You might have just gave your child a tub of popcorn before bed and then wonder why the child can't sleep because the salt. That was too much salt. Now this is Psalms 51 verse 7, and it reads, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. So the question is, what's hyssop? Right? So let's find out what hyssop is and the benefits of hyssop and how hyssop can purge somebody. Now this is from Very Well Health, and this is hyssop's potential health benefits. What does the research say? It says hyssop is a herb purported to treat various ailments, including ulcers, herpes, and cancer. See, you women need this, right? A lot of you black women need this. You black women are suffering from herpes and cancer, right? Breast, ovarian, right? However, there is not enough scientific evidence to support hyssop's safety or effectiveness for these or any other medical issues or medical uses, right? And the only reason why they're saying that is because they want to promote to the people using pills. How do we know that? Let's continue to read, right? They always tell on themselves. It says, hyssop is native to Southern Europe and Central Asia. So if it's native to Southern Europe and Central Asia, why is it mentioned in the Bible? Because guess what? Our people were located in those places, right? But can also be found growing in gardens throughout North America. While it's thought to be safe at normal doses, it can cause severe side effects like seizures if too much is consumed, right? Who's going to consume too much hyssop? Obviously, if this is supposed to be a herb for medicine, why would anybody consume it too much? You're only going to consume what's needed, right? They're just trying to scare you, but they'll tell you to take this pill, take 2 a day, take 3 a day. Like it says in the United States, the Food and Drug Administration does not regulate supplements. Of course they don't, but they'll regulate feces, right? They'll regulate rat hairs, right? You people are consuming rat hairs, and that's FDA approved. You consume feces, and that's FDA approved. So these are the people that you want to take advice from? Okay, let's keep reading. We don't even need to see no more. It says uses of hyssop. In Middle Eastern cuisine, hyssop is often used to flavor meat. You see? That's true nutrition. That's true nutrition, right? Now, if somebody like Cooking with Kaya was cooking and also adding different herbs and stuff and saying, hey, this is the benefit of this herb, this is the benefit of that herb, now that would be beneficial.
I just cooked, bro. Take a good look. Welcome to another video with Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with
And you know what? Guess what? Most you men won't learn, and that's okay, because all a woman needs to do is shake a little ass, show a little thigh, show a little, little skills, speak to you kind of nicely, and a lot of you guys are going to be going, because you've never been used to anything, man. Like I said, your bar is so low when it comes to these women. That's why when you hear about men that have multiple women, or you might hear about men that, have women doing things for them, things that you would never even ask a woman to do, you're surprised, or you're a hater. You know why you're surprised, or you know why you're a hate? Because you don't require nothing of the woman. You require nothing of her. Whatever she comes with, however she dresses, however she talks, however she conducts herself, right? That's what you accept. You accept whatever it is. If she's loud and obnoxious, oh yeah, that's cool. If she smokes weed, oh yeah, that's cool, right? No matter what the woman brings to the table, you niggas accept. As long as she has a fat ass and some titties, right? But I wish y'all the best, man, in this Babylonian society, right? And with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well. And to you brothers on the four corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Till next time. Kwame Asharala and Abad Babal.